Need of the hour is to bring in a total change in the work culture and delivery of railway services by going in far large-scale integrated computerization of major functions of Indian Railways. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways is also going for a computer-assisted enterprise resource planning solution so that synergy is brought in. To begin with, following initiatives will be taken up. Moving towards paperless office of Indian Railways within 5 years. Next generation ticket reservation system. Wi-Fi services in all A1 and A category stations and select trains. Real-time tracking of trains and rolling stock. Mobile-based wake-up call system for passengers. Mobile-based destination arrival alert. Station navigation information system. Extension of dual display fare repeaters at all ticket counters through PPP. Digital reservation charts at stations. Extension of computerized parcel management system. Extension of logistics support to various e-commerce companies by providing designated pickup centers at identified stations. Providing education to children of railway staff at remote locations through Railtail OFC network. Indian Railways hold vast land assets, the records of which need to be digitized and GSI mapped for better management and usage. This would help railways in protecting the lands as well as leveraging it for raising resources. The resource mobilizing using land assets will be explored through private participation in setting up railway-related business on railway lands as well as for commercial development. Madam Speaker, in an effort to keep pace with development of modern world, railways have to adopt and reinvent itself constantly. Challenges of tomorrow cannot be met by the tools of yesterday. In this direction, I propose to set up an Innovations Incubation Center. This center will harness the ideas generated from the staff of Indian Railways and convert them into practical solutions to increase efficiency of the system. Such innovations which result in cost saving as well as revenue generation will be suitably rewarded. As part of this exercise, I also propose to set up summer internships for undergraduates of engineering and management studies. The students can intern at any of the various units of railways, that is divisions, PSUs and production units. With large backlog of sanctioned projects, funding continues to be the biggest challenge for railways. While private investment and customer funding for some port connectivity projects and few other power sector projects has started, much more needs to happen if infrastructure creation has to keep pace with the requirement. We will interact with the industry and take further steps to attract investment under PPP throughout BOT and annuity routes. About 8 to 10 capacity augmentation projects on congested routes will be identified for this purpose. Zonal railways will be suitably empowered to finalize and execute such projects. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways has taken up port connectivity on priority through PPP mode of funding tandem with Sagarmala project of port development. Railways will facilitate connectivity to the new and upcoming ports through private participation. So far, in principle, approval has been granted for building rail connectivity to ports of Jaigarh, Dighi, Revas, Hazira, Tuna, Dholera and Astranga under participative model policy of Indian Railways amounting to a total over rupees 40,000 crore. Railways will speed up construction of critical coal connectivity lines in Tori Shupur area, Jarsuguda, Sardega area and Raigarh Mand area. This will bring nearly 100 million tons of incremental traffic to railways and will also facilitate faster transport of coal powerhouses. Madam Speaker, we will take up development of identified stations to international standards with modern facilities and passenger amenities on the lines of newly developed airports through PPP mode. Initially, Indian Railways will take up at least 10 major stations of metro cities and import junctions with state-of-the-art facilities, leveraging land and airspace in and around the stations. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways propose to modernize logistic operations by setting up logistic parks that provide for warehousing, packaging, labeling, distribution, door-to-door delivery, and consignment tracking. In order to achieve better efficiency, mechanization of loading and unloading will be given top priority. In the existing pattern of traffic movement, Indian Railways, more than 33% of the freight trains over the system run empty, since return traffic at existing freight rates are not forthcoming. In order to garner additional revenue, I propose to launch a pilot project whereby automatic rebate from the computerized voice system will be made available to customers offering returning traffic. This would help reduce the empty flows on Indian railway system apart from garnering additional revenue. While there has been an incremental growth in our parcel earning, I see a huge untapped potential in this segment, which needs to be tapped by Indian Railways. At present, the parcel business is hindering the movement of passengers on platforms. It is therefore necessary that parcel traffic is segregated to separate terminals where requisite facilities for storage and handling of parcels are made available to the customers, and parcel consignments move the dedicated parcel trains running on fixed timetable. Accordingly, a scheme of private participation in parcel movement will be launched shortly, whereby procurement of parcel rakes by private parties will be facilitated. A new design of parcel vans with better tare-to-pay load being finalized. It is expected that putting these measures in place, we would be able to substantially improve our earnings from the parcel segment. To develop network of freight terminals, policy of private freight terminals on PPP mode on being further refined. I propose to give a boost to railway movement of fruits and vegetables in partnership with Central Railside Warehousing Corporation by providing requisite facilities of temperature-controlled storages at 10 locations in the first phase. The aggregation and distribution of railway terminal points shall be organized by CRWC. I hope this would, apart from avoiding national wastage of these products, help producers of fruits and vegetables in different parts of the country in getting better prices for their produce. Madam Speaker, Indian Railways propose to facilitate transportation of milk through rail by providing special milk tankers trains in association with National Dairy Development Board and AMUL. Madam, it is proposed to harness solar energy by utilizing rooftop space of railway stations, railway buildings and land through the PPP mode apart from our own sources. Indian Railways will start using biodiesel up to 5% of the total fuel consumption in diesel locomotives. This will save precious foreign exchange substantially. Railways have been suffering heavily because of time overrun and cost overrun due to poor project management. In order to overcome delays in the project execution, I propose to set up a project formulation and management group at the level of Railway Board consisting of professionals. Similarly, to expedite the projects at the ground level, a project monitoring and coordination group consisting of officials of state government, railways and professionals will be set up. Simplification of procedures and easy access to the information bring transparency and trust in public. Transparency in administration, execution of projects and procurement will be given top priority. Strategic procurement policies will be adopted to make the procurement process transparent and most efficient. E-procurement will be made compulsory for procurements worth ₹25 lakh and more above. For the convenience of the state governments and other stakeholders, the status of ongoing projects will be made available online. Madam Speaker, I am happy to inform the House that there are 23 projects underway in the Northeast, of which 11 are national projects. I propose to allocate substantially higher funds for these projects compared to the previous year. In 2014-15, an outlay of rupees 5,116 crore is earmarked for the project of Northeast. This is 54%. This is 54% jump over the allocations in the previous year. With higher allocations and by close monitoring of works in this region, I hope that Dudney, Mendipatar, New Line, Lumdang, Badarpur, Silchar gate conversion, Harmuti, Murkong Select and Balipur, Balakpong sections will be soon get commissioned. These measures will also give a boost to the state capital connectivity projects in the region. Madam Speaker, this August House are already aware of the Udhampur-Katra railway link has recently been dedicated to the nation by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, fulfilling the long cherished dream of Atal Bihari Vajpayee and millions of pilgrims across the country. We have also tied up with the Jammu and Kashmir. You hear the next sentence. You hear the next sentence.
Yes, Mr. Minister.
We have also tied up with the government of Jammu and Kashmir for bridging Udaipur-Banihar portion by bus so that passengers can reach Srinagar with one single ticket from origin to destination. Now, railways will focus on the completion of the missing link of Banihal to Katra. There are 29 projects running in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana at an estimated cost of rupees 20,680 crore. I intend to hold coordination meetings with the officials of the newly created states and consider their requests so as to give necessary economic boost. On the issues concerning railways in the twin states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, a committee has already been set up of the railways and state government officials. Further action will be taken soon after the receipt of the report of the committee. With the challenges posed by the steadily increasing urban population in metros and in million-plus cities, a holistic approach to urban transport is required. A smooth and seamless intermodal access is essential to improve urban mobility, and therefore passenger-centric focus will be given to urban transport infrastructure creation. We will coordinate with the other transport ministries and urban bodies to develop optimal systems of integration of railways with other transport modes. Mumbai city will get 864 additional state-of-the-art EMUs over a period of 2 years, with completion of the conversion of traction from 1,500 volts DC to 25 kV AC in Mumbai suburban railways. The efficient